Dear eCredits community, this is not an update video. It's also not a news video. Today, we are talking about something that is dear and special to the entire team here at the People's SCE. We are talking about the People's SCE itself. When we set out to build eCredits, we had one thing in mind: you. Now I know every company says that. User experience is our highest priority, we put the user's wishes on top of our priority list, and so on and so forth. When I say that, however, I mean something entirely different. I want you all to take a second and look at the world we are living in. You get a salary. Maybe you own your own business and make money with that. Then you pay taxes. And taxes are important because with them, we do support those in our society that need it. But then inflation hits you. And inflation right now is scarily high. Do you know when inflation was as high as it is now the last time? I looked it up for you. It was in 1980. Depending on where you are, inflation is approaching 10%. That means the money you worked hard for loses 10% in value this year. You worked for 1,000 euros, but after taxes and inflation, you can use less than half of it. Your wealth is shrinking. For every time you go shopping, there is someone pulling money out of your pocket. Where is this supposed to go? Well, if it is up to us, it is at least not supposed to go any further. Every one of us is losing wealth. Studies say that it has never been as hard as it is now to accumulate wealth in the past century. And while we might not be able to end this problem, we at least want to be part of ending this problem. One step, one brick in the wall that will help you build your wealth more easily. This is what we have set out to work on. This is what we are doing behind the curtains and in front of them. So, what does this have to do with the People's SCE? We could have built a currency like many others. We could have built a company behind of it that is building this amazing product. We could have given the ownership of that company to one of the founding members and left it there. But then, we would just be doing more of the same. Over short or long, we would have to maximize profit just so we can pay something to the owners of the company. Decisions would be made to accommodate for that. Decisions that are aimed to take your money and give it to someone else. But we have not. We had better in mind. We set up a company that will not be controlled by some anonymous owners or some majority shareholders. We set up a company where you make the decisions. You are in the driver's seat. And while I have teased this for quite a while now, we are now about to make it reality. We will hand the People's SCE over to you. Before the end of the year, you will be able to become the member of an SCE. That means that you will become one of the owners. You will be able to make decisions. And I'm not talking about some voting for features. But in the Articles of Association of the People's SCE, it is written that the members will have a vote in the General Assembly, the meeting where a company's most important decisions are made. You will see all the numbers of the company, revenue, expenditures, everything. You will be able to decide on what projects we take on. You will be able to decide on the path forward for eCredits. And frankly, this makes a huge difference in how a company operates. It means that you yourself can ensure that your interests are met. It means whatever decision you make, they are implemented. So, what does this mean in detail? In the future, there will be votes for a variety of things, from new features to expansion plans to investments that members of the SCE can vote for. At least once a year, there will be a General Assembly meeting where business matters of the past year and plans for the upcoming year are discussed. You will also be able to participate in these, and your votes will also be given via delegates that each and every one of you can vote for, or even become yourselves. With this, we will come one big step closer to our goal: becoming the People's SCE, building the people's currency. Stay tuned, because it will not be long until we announce an Ask Me Anything, where I will explain more details about how these things work in everyday life, how you become a member, I will answer all your questions, I will tell you what rights you have, and much more. Until then, keep doing what you're doing so we can make eCredits reach its full potential together. Thank you.